Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another What My Sis Said episode.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back.
We are so excited for today's episode. I feel like I say that every episode, but genuinely, it's so exciting because we are doing another reaction video. We know you guys love this one.
You guys actually requested this video under our last reaction video. You guys wanted to hear stories about coworkers and just your craziest, wildest stories. Technically, Yasmin and I are coworkers. Guys, it is literally a tsunami outside today.
I've never seen LA like this.
Like, I feel like we're just disheveled right now. Like, I had to go upstairs from coming in here. I had to go blow dry my hair. Like, I had to change my pants. These are my mom's pants. Like, I was soaked.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I'm kind of all over the place.
This is equivalent to Miami storms. I'm shocked. I've never seen LA like this.
Yeah, it's literally crazy. But you know, speaking of, it's funny, people were requesting this coworker episode because I feel like I've had a lot of coworker things around me lately. The movie I just told you about, the new Nicole Kidman movie, Baby Girl, that's like her and her
haven't
coworker.
watched that.
It's a good movie. I liked it. It's a little weird, but it's definitely like the most crazy, like raunchy movie Nicole Kidman has done. But yeah, that's like between her and her like coworker. Well, technically she's the owner of the company, but whatever, it's her coworker. The book I'm currently reading is called The Coworker by Frida McFadden. So I feel like this episode was like manifested.
Yeah.
The coworker.
And you guys love our reaction videos and we love doing them because we're all
It's interactive.
yes.
Yeah, it's like super interactive.
And
like,
we love hearing your stories. You guys are so funny.
I know you guys have some crazy stories. Like, sometimes I read them, I'm like, this has to be fiction.
Like no, that did not happen.
There is no way.
We haven't seen any of your guys' responses yet, so we're super excited.
Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram because that's where we always post the form so you guys can get involved in these episodes.
Also, if you guys didn't know, we have a What My Sis Said Instagram, like its actual Instagram page, and that's where we do most of the announcements and stuff as well.
So make sure you guys check that out.
Yes.
Before we get into your crazy stories, we want to thank today's sponsor,
SeatGeek.
We're so excited to be working with them again for today's podcast episode.
Yes.
As you guys know, SeatGeek is the #1 ticketing app with over 28 million downloads.
There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek,
such as festivals, comedy shows, concerts, sports games, and more.
There are so many tours going on right now, like Beyonce. We went to a Beyonce concert before and it was so nice. SZA as well, Kendrick Lamar, and so many more.
The SeatGeek app is so easy to use. I know a lot of people are buying tickets for Beyonce right now, but one thing I love is that it is color-coded. So green means good, red means bad, which is great when it's like a new stadium. You don't really know what you're getting yourselves into, so it helps to pick the perfect ticket.
The tickets are also rated from a scale of 1 to 10.
Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee.
So let's all download SeatGeek. You can click the link in the description box.
And you guys can add our code WhatMySisSaid2025 for 10% off tickets at SeatGeek. And the great thing is, even if you used SeatGeek before, you can still use this code. So make sure you guys take a second to open the SeatGeek app, add our discount code, and again, it doesn't expire. So even if you have no plans to go anywhere yet, it's definitely gonna be a nice surprise later on when you go to buy tickets.
And you know what time it is, Naz? Our SeatGeek. Let's download the SeatGeek.
Yes, download the SeatGeek app. And again, I don't want to see no messages talking about what's the code again because we're giving you a second.
It will be like a nice little surprise, like, oh, I want to go to a concert, and then you click to purchase, and it's like, oh,
10%
I have a code.
is already there. Look at you being responsible. Remember, this is the year of being responsible.
Yes, 2025. We ain't playing.
So once again, thank you so much, SeatGeek, for sponsoring today's podcast episode.
Guys, no joke. This rain like messed with our hair.
I know.
So
That's
bad.
how I'm like,
I feel like a wet puppy right now. Like I had this nice volume and it just flattened, I feel like.
Guys, the back of my head right now is none of my business. That's where it got wet for me. It was like the back of my head.
Oh.
Yeah.
So first one on our phone, and we wanted to hear it all, right? Like the bad, the good, the funny, the embarrassing, the awkward, anything you guys have. All right. First one. Shake my head, buckle up. I love when you guys start like this. While I didn't work at this place, my kids went to the daycare this happened at. So at this point, my kids are going to this daycare for over 6 months. I'm freshly postpartum, and my kid's father and I separated, but great co-parenting relationship. Well, one day he sends me a picture from the daycare app, which I found odd because he didn't have access. And he ends up telling me my daughter's teacher got his number from our paperwork and started to text him and would send him updates separately from me and the app. Sounds
I
sketch to
don't
me.
like that.
I ended up reporting her and she was fired, but the audacity.
I don't like that.
I don't think I would have cared if she texted him for her own good, but to send pictures of my kids to him and use my kids as a base to their relationship really bothered me. Yeah.
Do they pursue a relationship?
I don't. She got fired. Love you guys both. Oh, we love you guys.
Aw,
We love you too.
No, that's crazy. I've actually heard a lot of that happening in like co-parenting situations.
What?
Like I've heard some stuff like that too, where like the woman will go and text that like they don't even have consent to text
Oh, that's
the man
weird.
or anything like that, and they'll still go text. But at least she got let go for it, which she deserved.
She got fired.
Like
Good.
cutting out the mom for what reason?
Yeah,
It's very sketchy.
because they had an app where they share.
Yeah, I mean the kids have
They
that
could
too.
have, and you sent it personal. Come on,
Don't like that.
you did the right thing.
Once I was speaking with my supervisor in her office, and while we were talking, my wig slipped off. Mind you, I'm black and my supervisor is very white. I just started cracking up because what else can you do in that moment besides laugh and pick that shit up and put it back on? LMAO. My supervisor was probably more uncomfortable than I was. And she's like, your thing fell.
Aww.
Don't ask what was up underneath my wig either. I'm sure that's what gave her the fright.
Aw, things happen.
And like, I would just laugh it all. I would just act like I
Yeah.
didn't see anything. I'm just like, ha ha ha.
Yeah. No, sometimes in really awkward situations, I just like look somewhere else and pretend I don't see it because I don't know how to act. Like, I don't know what to do because I don't want to make people feel awkward or bad about
Oh
themselves.
my God. Something so embarrassing happened to someone at the airport
What?
the other day.
What?
This poor guy was like, with TSA, like putting all of his stuff in, whatever. His hands are like full. Sister, I kid you not. His pants fall to his ankles.
No, Naz.
Not like a little sag.
No.
His pants fall down to his ankles and his
What
hands
was
are
up
full.
underneath there? Naz?
And he was like not like an old man or something. He was like a young, decent looking guy. Like his boxers. Luckily he wore underwear that day. But dude, Mel and I
Don't tell me.
we
you
didn't laugh. No,
Oh.
I turned because I turned around towards Mel and we just looked at each other and we're like,
Did he try to
I didn't
set
look
his
at
stuff
him.
down?
I don't know. I turned around and didn't
Oh
look
my
at him.
God, poor guy.
But literally, can you imagine like your whole pants falling down to like his ankles,
Oh my God.
underwear out, busy TSA line.
Oh my God.
Mel and I saw it, but we were just like,
Okay, so next one. I love you both. We love you too.
love you.
Anyway, my friend and I, who used to work together, would always go on lunch dates. And one thing about us, we are always laughing together. We came back from lunch one day and went into the vault to get our cash boxes. We work at a bank. We were still crackling that she ended up peeing in the vault. She had to run to the restroom and I had to go back in and wipe up her piss. You are such a sweet friend. Another coworker had to custody me, and when they asked what happened, I just said that I spilled water. You go, girl.
That's a true girl.
That's a true girl. Yes. It's a story we will never forget. Aw.
That's sweet. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard I pissed myself. Have you?
I don't think so, but I've been close.
Really? I have the bladder of a camel.
Yeah.
My married coworker would always complain about his wife, and I was there to listen. One day, he quit out of nowhere, and when we all said our goodbyes, he hugged me and said, "I'm in love with you."
Oh.
Never seen him since.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, God.
That's awkward. Well, it's good that you never had to see him again.
Yeah.
Because if you had to see him the next day, what would you do?
I don't like that he was venting about his wife to you.
Yeah, no.
Like that already I don't like.
Okay, next one. One time I walked into my boss's office and caught him changing in his Oh my God, I'm sorry, but I just remembered this one situation back a long time ago. This was when I was still a kid, pretty much. It was elementary school. We walk into our art class and there was a thong in the art class.
What?
Yes.
Like hung up?
No, like in the class.
Oh my God.
And we still to this day don't know what the situation was. Like if a girl left it
my God.
and the teacher was a guy. We're just like, I don't know.
Like the elementary
in
school is crazy.
Elementary school, yeah. And I think I was too young to like put two and two together. But like now as I'm growing up, I don't know why this story just sparked that.
I wouldn't even be turned on to hook up with a man in elementary school.
Or
But, like,
maybe somebody left. I think somebody had left their
Yeah.
underwear or something. I don't know. I still don't know the situation on that.
oh my God.
Okay, so this is one time I had walked into my boss's office and caught him changing in his underwear. Man, I was so petrified. Man, I was embarrassed for weeks, couldn't look him in the eyes, just thinking of, of his tidy whities.
Aw.
Could you imagine your whole boss in tidy whities? You know,
It is a little Akko Taco.
remember, did you ever have to take a speech class in school?
No.
Well, you know how they tell you, like, just pretend everybody's naked so you
Yeah.
don't get nervous? That never worked
I'm
for
like,
me.
that would make me 10 times more nervous if everybody
Yeah.
was naked. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Or it would, like, I don't know. It would either make me uncomfortable or laugh.
This one is just funny because the audacity of people is just hilarious. This girl said an old coworker, this is what I said. One time an old coworker called me twice at 5 a.m. to ask if I could cover her shift at noon. I said no. Then she proceeded to ask me for gas money to get to work.
What?
First of all, calling her at 5, blowing up her phone at 5 a.m. to take your shift at noon, which is literally like,
Yeah.
imagine you wake up at 9 for your 12 shift.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she's like, can you at least give me gas money to get to
Oh my God. Oh my
How are
God.
people so comfortable?
I don't know. Some people really are.
Like the audacity is like hilarious.
Sometimes I wish I had audacity.
No, have you seen that one woman in Pakistan? The one from New York who like is at the podium like, I need 200K and land. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yasmin don't ever know what's going on. I swear. It was
I
like
do.
this American woman in Pakistan.
Where was it? On IG?
Yeah, and I'll show you.
No.
I'll catch you up to speed.
Okay. That sounds funny.
But yeah, literally, she like hijacked it. Like literally, they're having a conference, and she goes to the front and goes like, "I need 200K in my bank account by tomorrow."
Get it,
like
girl?
telling the
Get it, girl. I would have been, if I was there, I would have like been behind her, backing
that
her
they
up.
did.
Like,
They were
yes.
backing her up. That
Get
was
it,
the
girl.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I
Like they
need
were
to
like
see it.
defending her. Like it was hilarious.
I worked at a bank and constantly flirted with one of the advisors there. Long story short, we texted and then he called me over to his place. I went and we hung out, watched a movie. One thing led to another and we started to make out only to find out his breath smelled so bad.
Oh no,
Okay. Literally cigarette breath.
awful.
What would you do in that situation? Would you let the guy know?
Yes,
You would? You would be like, your breath is kicking?
I think the nicest way to tell someone their breath is kicking is like get yourself a piece of gum and be like, "Would you like one?" And if they're like, "No," be like,
You need one.
"You need one." Yeah, I get it though. Sometimes your breath
Yeah.
be kicking and like you're not aware.
Yeah. I
But
know.
like if I'm about to make out with someone, like
yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I smell good. You know what I mean?
I know, but I feel like guys are not as aware. No, actually, guys are pretty aware. I feel
It's
like more-
cigarettes. If you smoke cigarettes, I feel
Oh,
like they're
I've-
nose blind.
That is true. Oh man, that's my thing. My biggest thing is like BO and breath is huge to me.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, look, this is the person that made the suggestion to do the coworker episode.
okay.
This is the story. I'd bought some creamer for myself to have it in the break room fridge. I labeled it with my name. Well, fast forward to that week, maybe early next week, I go to grab my creamer and I kid you not, 3/4 of it was gone. So I asked some of my coworkers if they had taken some and they were like, no. Since no one took accountability, I really wanted to find out who used it. So I put dish soap in it.
In the creamer.
In the creamer. Well, long story short, my manager was the one using up the stuff.
the manager?
What? She got diarrhea. Oh, well. I told my mom about it and she was like, I didn't raise you like that. And I said, well, you also raised me not to use stuff that isn't mine. The girl took my stuff and said, did you really put soap in the creamer? And I said, did you really take my shit without asking? Moral of the story, FAFO. What's that?
FAFO?
Fuck out of here? No.
I don't know.
Oh, I figured it out.
What?
FAFO means fuck around and find out.
Oh, I love that one. I'm about to start saying that.
I wouldn't have thought to put dish soap in it. That's crazy.
She's smart.
But your manager?
Yo, so if your coworker is bothering you, you go to your boss or your manager. But if your manager is bothering you, who do you go to?
HR.
True. But what are you gonna call HR? Yo, manager is having my cream.
No, literally. That is
Like-
some people just again, the nerve. People have a lot of nerves. I don't know where it
Yeah.
comes from.
I had a coworker who showed me a picture of her coochie busted wide open.
God.
15 minutes later, the same coworker says everything during COVID was closed except for her legs.
She sounds like a good time to me.
Then proceeds to give a patient her phone number.
A patient?
A patient?
they're
Her
working in
phone
a
number
doctor's-
so she could link up with them. I worked in that medical office, by the way.
Bro, that was
Oh
me
my
giving
God.
birth during COVID.
Oh yeah, you did give it. Nas gave birth the day
first
they
start of
announced quarantine.
She sounds funny though. I don't know.
Okay, so this next one, I had a massive crush on my coworker. He was tall and super handsome. We were working on a client project where the facilities were gender neutral, which is why I am against this to this day. Keep reading. Anyway, I really needed to use the bathroom, so I went, and it was a nasty one.
Oh God.
After washing my hands in the stall and opening the door, he was right there waiting to use it.
That really
That would
suck.
kill me.
That would kill me.
Absolutely mortified.
I would have been honest. I'd be like, you can't go in there.
Right. I'll be like, just don't go. I don't know. Maybe play it off. Be like, I'm not using that. I don't know who just, somebody just used it.
Oh,
I
God.
wouldn't
No,
go
that's
in there
so
if I were you.
embarrassing.
That is the worst. What are you going to do?
I'm just honest with Mel. Like if I just took a dump in our
Mel's-
bathroom
Mel is your
and he walks in,
husband.
I'm like, I just used this one. Go downstairs. Go down the
Yeah,
hallway.
but that's different. We're talking about a crush. That's your husband. He's seen it
everything.
all.
I don't know. I would definitely be like,
I would just play it off like I would not go in there. I don't know who. I don't know what happened, but I'm not using it, and I don't think you should either. Let's
Oh my
find another
God.
bathroom. Let's
No,
go on an
yeah.
adventure together, shall we?
oh, that's pretty
Literally.
terrible.
Take a little field trip together, get to know each other. There you go. Turn a negative into a positive.
My company works remotely, and every quarter we have training. While normally I take this opportunity to clean my house, as I never find it interesting. On this occasion, I was cleaning my toilet, but I accidentally left my camera on. Everyone saw me bent over, scrubbing my toilet, flushing and spraying air freshener.
At least you showing you a hard
I
worker,
know,
girl.
Literally. I was so embarrassed when I saw messages telling me that my camera is on. To this day, it still haunts me. And I always triple check my camera is off every
Oh
meeting.
my God.
She said bent over. Can you imagine? You're like on a Zoom call and you're
Oh
like
my-
bent over. Like,
But here's the
you know
thing.
that one TikTok audio and it's like, what are you doing? I'm fucking cleaning. Like, that's what
Literally.
like I'm always doing.
I mean,
At least she was cleaning. Like, what if she
yeah,
like,
at least you were
what if
cleaning.
you took a
You were
shit
doing
on that toilet, like on the camera,
Yeah.
or did something
yeah.
that could have been way worse?
Zoom is always like scary because you're like, even when it's off, you're like, is it really off?
I know.
This one says, I used to work at Costco and we would do sweeps in quotation where we would make sure all the members are out of the building when we close to restock and clean up the warehouse for the following day. However, there was this homeless dude that was hiding behind / in between the merch the whole night. Whenever all employees leave for the night, the managers are the last to walk out of the buildings and lock up. They then have a motion sensor security alarm set since nobody is supposed to be in the building. Moments after the managers left the building, they hear the sensors go off, and that's never ever happened. They call the cops because it was sus, and they find the homeless guy that was hiding, climbing the aisles, like at the very top of the merch. I believe the cops
Why to the
arrested him after that.
Why to the top?
Probably like they won't get me here.
Oh,
I don't know
bro,
whether
that's
to be sad or like
I
shocked.
know.
Because I don't know why. I feel bad for like homeless.
know.
I do.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just trying to find shelter and food.
At 22 years old, I was groomed by my 45-year-old boss. I have a history of borderline personality disorder, and during a phase of delusions, I was literally convinced this man had my best interests at heart. He used to tell me once he gets his citizenship, he'll marry me, and that sometimes he dreams his wife dies so he can marry me instead of her. Oof.
911.
Gross. Oh, she said gross. I know. He had me around his kids and wife and used to tell me I was their second mom. The first time he was ever physical with me, he backed me into the corner of his office where no one could see us and grabbed my face to kiss me. I froze, but continued meeting him in his office and let him do whatever he wanted. I feel so much shame and regret. I literally do not know what was wrong with me at this time. I wish I never met him.
Oh my God.
That's so
Was she
sad.
young? How
She's
old was
22.
she?
He was 45.
That's so.
No, saying I wish my wife would die.
What is wrong
This
with
man
that
is
guy?
like insane.
I really hope she she told somebody or went to the police, HR, something.
I just hope like, at the end you said you feel a lot of shame and regret, and I just hope you don't, you know,
You don't carry that with
you because
you were really young and
you were half of his age.
Yeah.
He took advantage of you. He was your boss.
Yeah.
He was in the wrong, not you.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't
Your frontal lobe didn't even develop yet. You're 22.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy. I hope you told somebody, but also don't be too hard on yourself about that time. I know a lot of times when things like that happen, we tend to blame ourselves or people blame themselves. Don't blame yourself. It's something terrible that happened. All you can do is learn from it, and I hope this man got in trouble so he doesn't do it to other people.
When I worked at Kohl's at 19, there was this older guy in his 30s, and we used to flirt all the time. He always made me laugh, and we would make out by the lockers. One time I was exiting the break room and he loudly said, "So when are you gonna let me eat that ass?" Turns out my manager was on the other side of the door and heard everything. I just ignored it, and after that I realized he's a creep because why are you bald and hitting on a 20-year-old? Anyways, he got back with his baby mama and I blocked him.
Well, that spiraled real quick.
When are you gonna let me eat that?
Oh my
the
God.
manager hears.
How did the manager act after that?
I feel like
he weirded
most
out?
employers would have fired that person.
I know.
Especially if he was much older than her, like knowing that was like a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
That would be, I would just pretend that never happened. Because what are you going to do the next time you see the manager? Not look at him in the eyes? That's awkward.
Yeah, so awkward.
I worked a law firm as a paralegal along with other girls. We were in our early 20s, and one of the girls ended up sleeping with one of the litigation attorneys. The attorney was married to a dentist, and they had a toddler together. Well, the wife found out about the entanglement because the attorney would film himself and the girl in the act, and I guess he saved the footage to his iCloud.
What an idiot. Like,
An idiot. The toddler was playing on the toddler?
yeah.
I'm shocked reading this. I'm sorry. The toddler was playing on the family iPad and showed to his mommy.
That happens.
This is getting me a panic attack. And that's how the mom found out about her hubby cheating at work.
YASMIN'S dumbass had had his iCloud on the kids' iPads. So all of his photos.
Wow.
I remember seeing that one day and I'm like, oh my God, this is on all the iPads. Thank God. Like,
Wow.
not that we have much, but like, you know, he has pictures and all that. But
Wow.
yeah, that's very believable. That's very much a
I
thing.
don't see. I remember how it took me so long to get more iCloud because I'm just scared of the cloud.
Well, it's because you log in like to the iPad. He logged in with his iCloud credentials, so it like syncs the same
Yeah.
camera roll.
I just
onto
feel
there.
like it's all in the cloud and it could get out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What even is the cloud?
I don't know.
I don't understand. I don't understand Wi-Fi. I don't understand iCloud. Like, what the hell is Wi-Fi? Like,
Dude, that's terrible. A mom finding out like that.
that's so heartbreaking. She's a dentist.
The story's not done yet.
Just had a toddler. I hate him. I
me
hate
too.
him.
The story's not done yet, you guys. And guess what? Oh God, what? Okay. The dentist took him for his 401k and became a shareholder of the firm after filing for the divorce. Law offices are messy. So glad I'm out of that toxic environment. Wow.
I know. Imagine divorcing a lawyer.
That sounds like a nightmare.
A
'Cause how could you
nightmare.
win?
Yep.
Unless you go, like your divorce lawyer would be like top tier.
I
You
hate
can-
men like that. That when they divorce the woman, like they don't care to like take care of the woman, And,
Especially
like,
if they were in the
greed.
wrong.
Yeah, and like they're just greedy and want everything for
Yeah.
themselves. Like,
Yeah, like
don't
you're just
understand
like a
that.
shitty person all
Very shitty.
around.
one time I was out at a bar with my friend and I ended up hooking up with this guy. We hung out a few times, but then I ghosted him. A few weeks later, I moved cities to a new corporate office, and when I walked in, he was the office manager. And you ghosted him?
Oh,
Taco Taco. I would have been like, I lost my phone 3 weeks ago.
yeah.
Oops.
I didn't see it. I didn't see
I
it.
didn't see your message.
I
I'm
didn't
so
see your
sorry.
message.
I'm blind.
Yeah. I would just play it off. That's the thing with guys. Okay, let me tell you something about men. If they like you, you could literally
I
set their
know.
home on fire and be like, I'm sorry.
I know.
And
They're
they'll
like,
be
okay.
it's okay.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
just play it off, I guess. But what if she like really doesn't like him and she still has to like
I know. That's just awkward. I would find another job if I could.
Yeah, if you can.
Because it'll get messy. Eventually, it will, if he's still into you.
Yeah.
You know, men are spiteful, men are petty.
Oh yeah, they're very spiteful and petty actually.
Yeah.
I work at a med spa and I had a male patient come in for Botox. And when we were taking before pictures, he started telling me that his wife was a patient of ours, but she recently passed away. Oh, what's that?
Sad.
He was bawling his eyes out, asking if we can send him any pictures of his late wife that we had on file.
Aww.
This is sad. It was such an awkward situation because we obviously followed HIPAA. Oh yeah, HIPAA.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
He could be lying to get the tea.
And told him we can't confirm or share any information regarding any other patient. He ended up leaving and we felt bad, but it was also so odd because why would he want those types of photos? I still think about it to this day and wonder if he was lying about the situation.
I just said, I'm like,
I don't know what I would, because it is HIPAA. I remember when I was working in the medical, we couldn't share anything. Even if your mom came in, we couldn't say anything.
yeah, that's a little interesting. Like, why I don't want my man having my before pictures. That's like always, dude, at the med spas, it'd be like the worst lighting too.
Oh my God.
Every texture and pore.
Like that's not how I want you to remember me.
Yeah, I would have been like, no.
No,
But yeah,
that was really awkward.
The one time I called out of work sick and mistakenly texted my boss my ETA to my BF's house. Man, I so cringe thinking about that moment, even though I quit years ago. I mean, if it's just an ETA, it's not like it was like, I'm going to come see you, daddy. I'm 10 minutes away. That would have been bad.
I would have been like, that's my ETA to the doctor's office.
Literally,
I'm heading to the doctor.
If it was just ETA time, you can play it off. But if it's like, you write a little message with it, I'm on the way.
Yeah.
After she called in sick, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I
could have
live
just sent like, that's my ETA to the doctor.
to the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Yep.
One time, 4 of my coworkers and I went into the bathroom to show each other our boobs. Sounds like
sounds like a good time. Yeah, literally.
We wanted to see the
I'm like, have you guys ever heard of the mesh bra?
literally. She won't even give you a second to say yes or no.
You
She'll
just turn around as tits. Yep, that's me.
We wanted to see the difference between our nipples.
This was at work? Bro, if
yeah.
this was my
in
business,
the bathroom.
I would have literally went in the bathroom like, ladies, not on my dime.
Literally.
Everybody get your asses out here to work. Like,
yeah. Legit. Oh, man.
Bruh.
Wait, wouldn't that be like raise an eyebrow? Like imagine if you had a workplace, right? And you were a boss and 4 of your workers just went to the bathroom all together.
Which business is this where 4 women can just go in the bathroom during the workday and show each other their tits?
I don't know.
Sign me up.
Like literally.
Clearly no
if
work
I could
is
get
being
paid,
done.
yeah.
Just kidding. I used to work inside of a bank and one of the tellers used to always get flowers delivered from her boyfriend. I'm talking about these over-the-top expensive arrangements. Then one day we got an invoice receipt and a coupon from a flower company delivered to the bank. It had her name and her billing address and a history of the flowers delivered. Turns out she was delivering flowers to herself.
That is terrible.
She was manifesting it. It's so people were like, oh, who's sending you flowers? The love of my life, aka myself.
Oh my God. I don't know if I could show face there ever again.
That's very
I
embarrassing.
would probably just quit.
Especially if you're like, ooh, my man sent me these.
Oh my God.
And they're like over the top.
Oh my God.
That's
She was committed. Sending herself over the top flowers. That's commitment.
Hey, ladies, love y'all. Love you too.
Me too.
My coworker story is a little messy, but back in 2016, when I graduated high school, I got a job at Walmart to help pay for some college stuff. I was 17, about to turn 18, so keep that in mind. Well, anyways, I was in produce, so I was always behind the scenes, but I met a guy that worked in the grocery receiving department next to mine, and he would come to help me with the heavy lifting and little things I needed. Eventually, we started messing around and had sex in the freezer where the produce were. We messed around for months, and one day I got invited to a baby shower from a girl I went to school with, and guess who the baby daddy was?
Okay, I thought having
Freezer Bay?
Freezer Bay. No, when she said, okay, so back when we had the restaurant, I would sometimes go grocery shopping with Baba for the restaurant. And Naz, the freezers there are no joke. They're the big, they would have us wear a coat before we go in the freezer. How did y'all get naked and do it in those restaurant freezers?
Yes, it was my coworker. Turns out he was 30 and married to my classmate. It was a little bit of drama, but I left for college, so it died down. It's been years, and I've been moved out from being in that small town. It was the talk of the town for months.
I bet. I'm still stuck as she had sex in a freezer.
No, the funniest part is that she got invited to the baby shower.
Yeah.
So imagine you pull up to the baby shower and the baby daddy walks in, and it's like, what would you do? Would you say something to your classmate?
If she likes me enough to invite me to her baby shower, then I would feel bad. I would feel guilty.
Bad. I mean, it just sucks because she didn't know.
I know. I would say I literally didn't know, but let me tell you about your man.
Dude. I'd be like, your baby daddy's freezer bay?
Naz, have you ever been into those restaurant
literally.
You know how cold
I don't understand.
It's a freezer room. They would have us wear coats and shoe, and we had to wrap our shoes. So I'm trying to, anytime I hear stories like this, I think of logistics.
You know,
I'm like, how?
Sister, I heard, this is something new to me, that people will have sex on the dance floor at clubs.
At least it's not cold.
Sex in the club? Not in the bathroom, in the main floor.
Okay, think about
I told him about that, and he's like, it makes sense if you're dancing, you grinding from this. He's like, and you're wearing a dress.
It's dark, and you're wearing, I could see that. That's not as crazy to me as Freezer Bay.
Freezer is crazy, but I'm like, apparently that's a thing, y'all. People have sex on the dance floor. So next time I'm out,
people do everything nowadays.
Next time I'm at the club, I'm be looking like, who in here getting freaky?
I mean, think about really packed clubs. People are mushed together anyways. It's super dark. People are moving and grinding
You're in a
anyways.
short skirt.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
That's a crazy one. I wonder if she ended up telling. I don't think so, or she would have told us in the story.
Yeah. Well, she said it was the talk of the town for months. So it became a public thing.
You guys, literally, I don't know what I would do because I would feel so bad telling an expected mother that. And I think I would wait until she had the baby because I don't want her to get so sad and affect the baby.
You could just cut it off and just never speak to him again.
Yeah, but he would probably do it with other women. That just sounds like a mess, Freezer Bay. I hope you freeze your balls off and it falls off.
Have you ever dated any coworkers?
A coworker? No. But when I did work as a waitress, a lot of people were dating each other. A lot of the waiters were dating each other. I was the only one not coupled up. And it would be horrible because if the two waiters were on shift and they had a fight, it was just the whole restaurant had bad energy.
Bad juju. I think the best, I get it. If you're at work, you can see your partner. I think the best would be if CPK, your partner worked in the mall. You guys could see each other on breaks.
Yeah.
But not in the same.
They were both.
Bubble.
And sometimes I'm telling you, when they argued, it's like, what do you do? Do I talk to this person? Do I talk? And then it's they would go serve food and come back and talk smack. And then the other one would go serve the food and talk smack. And you're just sitting there and then out of nowhere, they're friends again. They love each other again. And you're just I don't know what happened. I don't know what to do. This was my job on the weekends while I was in college. So I would go make my money and come back. I didn't want to interact.
I remember one of your coworkers was my violin teacher too.
Yeah.
Literally, she was the orchestra teacher.
Wow. Yeah, I remember. She was a sweetheart.
Yeah, she was sweet.
Her man, because she was pregnant when working there, her man wasn't at CPK. I don't know where he was, but she was one of the few that were not coupled up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Everyone was coupled up.
The manager or something never hit on you or whatever?
Yeah, they would. But I wasn't interested.
For me, the only place I've worked is being a lifeguard.
Your Zumbizi Bay days?
A Zumbizi Bay. And yeah, like some dads would be flirty with you,
Mm,
you know?
yeah.
Especially there was one area of Zoombiezy Bay is called Crocodile. It's like crocodile, like cocktail, but crocodile together. What is it? Crocktail Island.
That's cute.
Because Zoombiezy Bay, like it's a water park attached to a zoo. So everything was kind of like animal themed. So it was called like Crocktail.
I love that.
So like in the middle of the lazy river, there's a bar. So you can like drink. That was the one place you can drink and go in the lazy river. So there'd be like drunk dads like flirting with you, like saying dumb
my
shit.
gosh.
And you're just like, keep it pushing, sir. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
That's really cute. Does LA have water parks like that? Like
We
big
have some.
ones?
Yeah, we have water parks.
That's the only job you've had, like a legit job? I think so.
Yep. A lifeguard. I'm a licensed
Yeah.
lifeguard. Certified. It's
Yeah.
one of my fun facts.
Good for you, Naz. Next time I'm drowning, I'll look out for Naz.
I'm there.
All right, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We enjoyed all of your stories. They were serious, they were funny, they were crazy, they were everything in
We
between.
laughed, we cried,
We were shocked, we hyperventilated.
A whole plethora of emotions.
Yes, this was an emotional episode.
So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and also make sure you're subscribed with your post notifications turned on so you never miss out on an episode.
Yes, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, loves.
Bye.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.